Welcome to the transformative world of TVETCGC, the Technical and Vocational Education and Training Colleges Governing Council. As a beacon of innovation in education, TVETCGC is dedicated to shaping the future of skills development in our country. Now, let's hear from the visionary leader at the helm of the TVETCGC.
Stembiso Kanyile, I'm the president of the TVETCGC. The role of the TVETCGC as the Governors Council, these are men and women professionals who have a shared responsibility in their individual TVET colleges, but then they now have to promote the role of the TVET system. Part of their responsibilities in providing governance is that they have to develop strategic plans that guide the vision and the mission of the TVET college in terms of its public responsibility in terms of training and skills provisioning in the country. The governors have to ensure that there's adequate resources from financial to human resources, infrastructure, that enables the TVET college to be able to fulfill its responsibilities, as it were. Thirdly, they have a fiduciary responsibility to ensure that there is sound accountability in terms of the handling of the finances of the TVET college. As you know, that they are funded from the public purse. To address the human resources strategy needs of the country, but to also mobilize resources into the TVET system. So there's quite a lot that governors actually do and the Governors Council.
Don't just take our word for it. Let's hear from those directly impacted by our efforts.
I'm Percy Sego, the principal of the Northern Cape Rural TVET College. First of all, I just want to say thank you to the TVETCGC assisting this rural institution, bringing technology to our institution in terms of helping to skill our lecturers, our students, our communities.
My name is Sanele Mlojwa. I'm the principal of Machuba TVET College. It came at the very right time because now the learning is no longer now face-to-face or the normal teaching, but now it's a blended learning where we have face-to-face, but we must connect with those that are not in the class. So it helps a lot, and in students, those who are doing NCV, they are able to go to the hub and also do their research because now it is at their disposal. We are now increasing our volume of students who are getting access and getting exposed to this hub, and they are now some of them are now gurus of the IT because of the exposure that they have to this hub.
My name is Wangani Mkwali, the Secretary General of SAFETSA. I'm also a student of Umfolozi TVET College, currently doing an engineering studies. The implementation and the intervention from TVETCGC, it has changed many students' life. If you know very well the TVET sector, we're currently using books. We don't have e-studies and stuff. It's quite assists a lot of students, and it turns the teachers, the lecturers' job very easy through the laptops.
Good morning, my name is Ignatius Modiba. I'm the acting campus manager at Tshwane North TVET College, Themba campus. The ICT hub assisted the college in bridging the digital divide by assisting our community in terms of online registration, assisting our students in terms of doing their assessments, their assignments. They will use the hub in terms of that. And they also assist our students in developing their own CVs for the world of work in applying for work. In fact, the ICT, the hub is not only used by the students that are registered with the institution, but it also access it to our community, those that are disadvantaged in terms of not having the resources that they can use.
My name is Ziphelele Zinepeku. I am a campus manager here at Khalsibando Balfour campus. The TVETCGC had closed the gap of fourth industrial revolution. It had made life so easy for our students because now the complex concepts are made easy. Another thing that we also had observed that had assisted us for having such a beautiful lab is an increase in terms of attendance. And again, I will mention the retention rate. Retention, again, students now love to be on campus because they are having a space that is beautiful, that is interesting, that is also interactive.
I am Mrs. Boy. I'm the Deputy Principal, Academic Services at Wembe TVET College. What I do is I overlook or oversee curriculum, the academic section, making sure that teaching and learning is happening. Yes, the establishment of the ICT hub really assisted the college in the bridging of the digital divide. This hub contributes to a more technology-driven and industry-relevant curriculum aligning with the demands of the evolving financial sector. So what happens is that the hub brought along 500 laptops for finance students and also 30 that are always in class. So meaning that if students have to learn, they don't really need to be in class physically. They can still attend online with the laptops that this hub also brought along. And if, for example, you come to class and you've forgotten, or for safety reasons, you want to use the laptop, you still need, you have the laptop in class. So the establishment of this hub actually, gave students, they are able to develop their skills, they are able to, engage deeply in the coursework, they are able to research, they are able to do whatever technologically, and again have, a very broader mind into the finance sector.
My name is Fanuel Patrick Tlajwayo. I'm education specialist, business studies, here at Harrisburg Balfour campus. The impact is really huge. It has assisted our students to be more technologically advanced with their work. For example, if you are teaching here in the lab, you don't have to print more pages because with these smart screens that we have here, you can actually create a QR code, scan it, and students can have the work that you were doing in class instantly when they get home. No need to print it. Another thing that we've conducted here in this lab, we've recently conducted basic computer training for the principals around here, around the Palisade, and it was a huge success. Again, we want to extend our gratitude to the TVETCGC for providing us with the lab.
My name is Tipilwani, Putsisi is my surname. I'm the president of the South African Public Colleges Organization. I'm also the principal of Moteo TVET College in Bloemfontein. The TVETCGC has established an ICT lab at the college. To us, it serves as a smart classroom. They would get, programs like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and most of that, Moteo TVET College is an official partner, a Premium Plus status recipient of Cisco. So that in itself would make that facility much more usable by the community and beneficial in itself to the community. We are very grateful to TVETCGC and FACET who gave us that facility.
Good afternoon to you all. I am Tembelihle Eugene Tlangano, the acting principal of King Giza TVET College. With the donation from TVETCGC and FACET of 500 laptops together with the state-of-the-art ICT hub, it has assisted us in terms of ensuring that we move towards e-learning. We were having a challenge as the college introducing e-learning in the college because of the absence of the lack of facilities. Now that almost 500 students were given the laptops. It has assisted us because that has come in very handy over and above the laptops we had received from NSFAS and enabled us to ensure that almost 50% of our students are having laptops. Hence, they are having access now to these smart devices, which enabled us to introduce our e-learning program.
So what we have done now with the rollout of these 50 ICT hubs, we have reduced the number of students to a computer ratio. We are changing the narrative, we're changing the question of access to this state-of-the-art infrastructure. Is this enough? Of course not. We have just scratched the surface. If you would have seen when visiting some of the recipient TVET colleges that are using the state-of-the-art ICT hubs, you speak to the learners, you speak to the lecturers, you speak to management, the impact is huge. Imagine if we were to have in each TVET college at least a minimum of 4 such hubs. It is a game changer in terms of a core business of TVET colleges in teaching and learning.
None of this would be possible without the steadfast support from our funding partners. Let's hear from one of our largest contributors.
My name is Ayanda Mafulega. I am the CEO of FASET. The partnership with the TVETCGC has greatly assisted FASET in achieving its mandate because one of the national development priorities, it looks at the TVET colleges and even the management thereof. So the partnership that we have had, they've implemented projects for us in terms of upskilling, the councils of the TVET colleges, the CFOs, the audit committees, and as well as the infrastructure, especially around technology. Well, we are in the 4th industrial revolution for IR, and it was important through this partnership that we don't leave the rural communities behind, especially where our TVET colleges are. So from FASET perspective, because one of our priorities is digital transformation. So through the partnership, we're able to roll out state-of-the-art ICT hubs to all TVET colleges in the country. We've got about 50 public TVET colleges in the country. So each and every one of those colleges, they have the state-of-the-art ICT hubs where learners, they could have access to technologies, and they could even, the lecturers, conduct lectures online.
My name is Manager Mswaba. I am the principal of the College of Cape Town. The TVETCGC's establishment of the hub to our College of Cape Town has had great impact in so many areas, in the area of students, in the area of lecturing, and in the area of community. Looking at the students first, one can actually see that the students have now developed motivation in research, but more importantly, in positive research, because they are now able to use the hub itself for studies. They are now able to use the hub for assignments. They've also been able to use the hub for entrepreneurship. Our lecturers now are able to use the hub in order to develop material for e-learning. So it is a very, very important tool that has been brought to the college.
I am TVETCGC Poko, the Deputy Principal Finance here at TVET, TVET College. The TVETCGC has had a number of interventions that they have implemented with us. I think about 2 that were implemented, those that are not like the ICT one. It's more intervention on human capital. One, it was an SCM, I think, course that they implemented with us. It was done in collaboration with the University of Pretoria, if I'm not making a mistake. There were other interventions. These are the interventions that I think that are continuous. They would have the audit improvement intervention, which would be conducted with regional offices where in our region, in Mpumalanga Northwest, it would be ourselves and our sister colleges, Vuselela and Orbit, as well as the other ones that are in Mpumalanga. So what would happen then, would all the participants in the audit would be invited. That particular one intervention, it's where the AG is also invited, so that they are aware of our challenges as colleges in terms of the audit, and we also get to interact with the AG and indicate the areas that we would want them also to improve. So more or less, those would be two of some of the interventions that we've had from the TVETCGC.
Yes, other than this ICT Hub, the TVETCGC ran a financial program where it was training all those people who are in the finance committee on the governance side of it. As you know, that there was a big outcry that the colleges were not performing well financially. Hence, the TVETCGC secured funding from FASET, and then they started to recruit those who are serving in the finance committee in colleges, including the CFOs. Those programs, that program was also linked to the University of Pretoria, where the assessment and the portfolio of evidence was submitted to them. So they ran a very good program, hence the financial performance of colleges started to improve. I mean, you may hear me saying colleges because at that time I was the president, and it involved all colleges in the country, and one was facilitating to ensure that all colleges released the officials and officers that were a part of the finance committee from the governance point of view, so that they are able to be capacitated to deal with the issues of finance. And the position of colleges is not as bad as it was before in terms of the audit when it comes to AG. Now it is improving. A number of colleges moved from being qualified to unqualified audit. Those who were having adverse and those who were having disclaimer, they're all now moving towards meeting all the requirements. So that is the work of the TVETCGC.
Good day everyone, my name, as ironic as it may seem, is Mohammed Ali. My function is I am the Managing Director and founder of WISE, which is short for Worldwide Industrial and Systems Engineers. The programs we implemented with the TVETCGC were mostly around capacity building. So there's a huge constraint with regards to the TVET colleges' governance, especially on the financial governance side of things. There's a disconnect when it comes with audited general governance frameworks, auditing questions, and expectations from the TVET colleges. So there was a need for a capacity building session to educate, promote, and create awareness of what these requirements are, but more so share what the challenges are and come up with effective solutions so that the colleges can also improve their governance, create a level of assurance and confidence with the relevant stakeholders.
So my name is Luandile Socikwa. I'm the founder and CEO of Socikwa Management. Well, we've worked with the TVETCGC primarily over the past 18 months or so, and we've worked on a number of exciting projects. The first project that I would want to highlight is the bursaries project, which was funded by the services SETA, which entailed the recruitment and administering of the bursaries for 75 lecturers across TVET colleges in the country. And they were in need, and the lecturers that were studying towards their postgraduate qualifications, starting from NQF 8 onwards. You've got some of them that were doing advanced diploma related to TVET college specialization, and others that were doing their master's degrees, and others in the PhD level. The other project that we did with the TVETCGC is a project that was funded by FASET. This is a project that was committed to fund and support the capacity building of 3,000 young people in TVET colleges across the country. These are students that were towards the completion of their studies. The focus of this project was mainly on 3 areas. One, we equipped the young people with digital skills. The second one was report writing and business communication. And the last one was CV writing. Another project that we did with the TVETCGC is a project that was funded by the services SETA, which is the capacitation of 33 TVET college lecturers and managers across the country. And this is a project that we did over a 6-month period wherein we were able to train. I think the approach has always been to make sure that you diversify the impact that the TVETCGC is able to make, by being able to bring in different TVET colleges. The last project is a partnership that TVET CGC has with Chieta, which is also a bursary program, which is a total of 50 beneficiaries, split into the 25 TVET college lecturers, which are studying towards their postgraduate qualifications, and also 25 TVET college lecturer students, which have not received any form of funding or bursary.
The TVETCGC has assisted us. One, with Facet, they conducted the audit improvement plan, where all our staff were involved in the audit space. Not only those people who are involved in finances, but all the managers were part of the training which was conducted together with our council members. We moved from unqualified audit with numerous findings. Now we are having unqualified audit with very, very few findings. Similarly, we do have another project which is conducted by TVETCGC in terms of the staff capacitation, capacity building for staff, the lecturing staff, and the support staff. The bursaries as well. We do have received some bursaries through them. There is another program which has been conducted, the program for student readiness, work readiness for students, and another program for student placement. So those are the projects which we have benefited from TVETCGC.
My name is Sam Zungu. I am the Deputy Director General responsible for the technical and vocational education and training in the Department of Higher Education and Training. The council of the college has got 3 spheres. One sphere being the council itself, the second being the SRC, the third being the academic board. So the role of the council is to make sure that they are there to support the management of the institution and all its stakeholders to make sure that they are able to live up to the strategy that they have developed as council. It becomes very, very important for the council to make sure that it goes out to build and strengthen industry partnerships. And SITAs are one of those very strategic partnerships that the councils could actually work together collaboratively in making sure that they are able to get and garner the support. What the TVETCGC has done is actually making sure that the strategy that they've developed indeed is supported by these entities. But remember, the SITAs are not just there for financial support. It goes beyond that. If you look at what they've done, they've been able to mobilize resources in terms of equipping and in terms of making sure that the training facilities are up to standard, and they are also meeting the 21st century demands. These collaborations that they have fostered together with the SITAs, they will go a long way, because it actually is saying we are able to strengthen our TVET sector, which has got a huge demand at this point in time. Wherever you go in the corners of the country, everyone is saying we want a TVET campus. But we also have a target in terms of the National Development Plan, which is a framework for South Africa, that we need to train and develop about 2.5 million young people in the TVET sector by 2030. Without the support of sector education and training authorities, together with their levy payers, which are industry partners, we will not be able to achieve that target. So I think the work that the TVETCGC is actually commendable, what they've done so far to make sure that they are able to build capacity within these institutions.
You are now able to have in a class, or you can have all 50 TVET colleges connected at once, and you can have a Jack Ma presenting to our learners, beamed live to all 50 public TVET colleges at a go, because there's that infrastructure that is in place. So you are able to have more students who have access to specialists in the industry, in the field of their chosen vocation, that are able to present at any given time, wherever they may be in the world. And I really would want to thank our benefactors in the SITAs that have enabled us to do this work. From the time that we came into the system as the current generation of councils, there's been much improvement in governance. I'm talking about the targets in terms of throughput, in terms of performance, the number of students enrolled in occupational programs that are graduating has improved. A number of students that have been placed in the workplace and in industry continues to improve. The number of lecturers who also are placed in industry so that they continue to get the latest information and innovation that is taking place has improved. Audit outcomes in our public TVET colleges have improved. The submission of strategic plans to the department are completed on time and within the agreed framework. That is as a result of all the work that we have been doing with our partners in capacitating these councils in executing their responsibilities. We are indeed extremely humbled and grateful for the support of everyone in the work that we do. Thanks.
The impact speaks for itself. Through collaboration and dedication, we are transforming lives and communities.